2020 has been a very challenging and interesting time for our small businesses, and the government has implemented many stimulus packages to help out. One such package is the JobKeeper Payment Scheme, which commenced on the 30th of March. I'm sure you've heard of this, and you've probably heard by now that this scheme is being extended with a few changes. On the 21st of July, the government announced that the JobKeeper payment would be extended until the 28th of March 2021. That's a further 6 months beyond its original finishing date. The announcement included some conditions though, with regards to the pay rates and the decline in turnover test. And then last week, on the 7th of August, the government announced adjustments to their previous announcements. Now, these further adjustments are primarily in the wake of the tougher COVID-19 restrictions that have been recently imposed in Victoria. But rest assured, the JobKeeper extensions are to be applied nationwide. So it's no wonder that there is so much confusion around the JobKeeper payment at the moment. I'm going to try my best now to clear up some of this confusion. So the initial JobKeeper payment will end on the 27th of September 2020 and covered a 13 fortnight period in total. Now, if you're already claiming the JobKeeper payment, you'll know that we're currently in fortnight number 10. Now, from there, the JobKeeper payment will be extended in two ways. There'll be the extension period number 1, which covers the 7 fortnights from the 28th of September to the 3rd of January. Then there'll be extension period number 2, which covers the 6 fortnights from the 4th of January to the 28th of March. Now, the JobKeeper payments will be made at 2 different rates. That's going to be the full rate and the reduced rate. The full rate will be paid if the employee was working in the business for 20 hours a week or more on average in the 4 weeks leading up to the 1st of July 2020. The reduced rate, therefore, is for employees that don't satisfy the 20-hour average. In terms of eligibility, in order to apply for the JobKeeper payment for extension period 1, you must satisfy the decline in turnover test for the September 2020 quarter. So this means your actual GST turnover must be at least 30% less than it was in the September 2019 quarter. And so in order to apply for the JobKeeper payment for extension period 2, you must satisfy this for the December quarter. So your actual GST turnover must be 30% or less than what it was in the December 2019 quarter. So this is slightly different than the initial JobKeeper payment scheme. This time you must do your calculations on an actual GST turnover amount as opposed to using projected figures that we could do the first time around with JobKeeper. Now, the other thing to bear in mind too is if you were not eligible for JobKeeper with the initial round of funding, that doesn't mean you won't be eligible for the extension period 1 or 2 or for both. And that's because each payment scheme here is worked out on a different quarter. So you might be eligible for one of these ones here. So I hope that clarifies a few of the questions that you might have. If you need anything else, feel free to give me a call or send me an email, send me a message on Facebook, and I'll help you out. Thanks.